In the previous video, I demonstrated the wildlife detector working literally out in the wild, detecting bats. Now I've disconnected the touchscreen. I'm going to use the screen in my workspace at home. And what I want to demonstrate here is a really nice little feature. Let's start it up.
Discovery, Roger, go for deploy.
Right, there's the app. There's the data from our previous session last night, and you can see on the right hand side on the legend that we detected 6 different species of bat. Not only bats actually, we also detected birds. So the detector's set up for detecting broad spectrum birds, which means it will detect any type of bird, and also rodents. So broad spectrum rodents will include rats, shrews, and anything with a snout and whiskers, really. Anyway, what I've done is taken all these audio files that were detected last night, and I've dumped them in a special folder, and we can re-evaluate them. So these were in 30-second chunks, so there could be 2 species detected here. We'd never know about it. So if we process a batch of the old recordings here, we can actually reprocess all this audio in 1-second chunks, and we might actually show up another species, because there are actually 7 species here, but there's a lesser horseshoe bat, but I've actually never seen it outside my house. It's just a little bit further away. So anyway, let's hit the start button.
The clock has started.
Yep, the clock has started. See what happens. Okay, so it's loading the models into memory. So there's quite a lot of data that has to go into the computer memory. Takes a few seconds. Fortunately, we've got plenty of memory. It's about 4 gigabytes of memory, I think, on this NVIDIA Nano. Start classification. Right, so if we just move this over to the left a bit, we can actually see what's going on here in the terminal as well. So it should start to give us, oh, there we are, there's the results. That's the first bat that is processing, that's the first audio file. So what it'll do, it'll churn through all these audio files and break it all down into 1-second chunks. So let's come back when it's finished doing that. So whilst the audio files are being published, I thought I'd talk about the way this thing works and what the benefits are for an ecologist. Because if an ecologist actually had to manually trawl through all these audio files, it could take hours or weeks, and it's just no fun at all. So it's a really awful, tedious job, and this system does it automatically. So if we look here, I've already managed to see that we've got some of our species brought up in more detail. So you've got the soprano pipistrelle, broad spectrum birds, common pipistrelle, plecotus, dabentons, some rodents, probably a rat or a shrew, and Natterid's bat. And these are all bats that are common outside my house in my garden. We haven't seen the lesser horseshoe bat. I really don't think we will. It's not here. It's actually about 1 kilometre away where I can see that. So yeah, it's all about making wildlife detection easy and fun, and it's not just limited to bats. Obviously, I've just chosen bats because they are rather interesting animals. So it can also be used for obviously birds. So you could put in all your local species of bird in the system. Rodents is a pretty good one. Crickets, that's a good one, as they make a lot of interesting noises. And underwater animals like whales, dolphins, and machines, wind turbines. The microphone will pick up the ultrasonic frequencies from bearings in machines and can detect whether the machine is working properly or not.